Today, our topic is what Seneca taught about dealing with adversity. Life is full of challenges and no one escapes difficulties. Whether it's losing a job, facing illness, or dealing with personal failures, adversity is something everyone experiences. But what matters is how we handle it. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, gave us many lessons on dealing with tough times. His ideas are still relevant today because they teach us how to stay strong, calm, and focused when life gets hard. Seneca believed that adversity is not something to fear or avoid, but something to face with courage and wisdom. He said that difficulties are not just obstacles, but opportunities to grow and become better. Let's explore some of his key teachings and how they can help us in our own lives. First, Seneca taught us that adversity is a natural part of life. He said that we should not be surprised when bad things happen because life is unpredictable. Just as the weather changes, sometimes sunny and sometimes stormy, life also has its ups and downs. Seneca believed that expecting everything to go perfectly is unrealistic. Instead, we should prepare ourselves for challenges and accept that they are part of the human experience. He said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." This means that life is tough in general, and we should not waste energy complaining about every little problem. By accepting adversity as normal, we can stop feeling sorry for ourselves and start finding ways to overcome it. Second, Seneca taught us that adversity is a test of character. He believed that tough times reveal who we truly are. When everything is going well, it's easy to be kind, patient, and confident. But when things go wrong, our true nature comes out. Seneca said that adversity is like a fire that tests the strength of gold. Just as fire removes impurities from gold, challenges remove weaknesses from our character. He encouraged people to see adversity as a chance to prove their strength and resilience. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we should ask, "How can I handle this in the best way possible?" By facing adversity with courage, we become stronger and more resilient. Third, Seneca taught us that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. This is one of the core ideas of Stoicism. Seneca said that external events like losing money or getting sick are not in our control. However, our thoughts, emotions, and actions are in our control. He believed that we should focus on what we can change and let go of what we cannot change. For example, if someone insults us, we cannot control their words, but we can control whether we get angry or stay calm. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that our fears and worries about the future often cause more pain than the actual events. By focusing on the present moment and accepting what we cannot change, we can reduce our suffering and find peace. Fourth, Seneca taught us that adversity can be a teacher. He believed that every challenge has something to teach us if we are willing to learn. For example, failure teaches us humility, loss teaches us gratitude, and pain teaches us patience. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Just as exercise makes our muscles stronger, facing challenges makes our minds stronger." He encouraged people to look for the lessons in every difficult situation. Instead of seeing adversity as a punishment, we should see it as an opportunity to grow and improve. By learning from our struggles, we become wiser and more capable of handling future challenges. Fifth, Seneca taught us that adversity helps us appreciate the good times. He said that we often take things for granted when everything is going well. We forget to be grateful for our health, our relationships, and our achievements. But when we face adversity, we realize how precious these things are. For example, when we recover from an illness, we appreciate our health more than ever. Seneca believed that adversity reminds us to be thankful for what we have. He said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." This means that without challenges, we would never know how strong we are or how much we can overcome. Adversity gives us a deeper appreciation for life and helps us focus on what truly matters. Sixth, Seneca taught us that adversity is temporary. He reminded us that nothing lasts forever, not even the toughest times. Just as storms pass and the sun comes out, our problems will also pass. Seneca said, "This too shall pass." He encouraged people to be patient and to trust that better days are ahead. Even when things seem hopeless, we should remember that life is constantly changing. By staying hopeful and persistent, we can get through even the darkest times. Seneca also warned against giving up too soon. He said that many people fail because they give up just before they are about to succeed. By staying strong and patient, we can overcome any adversity. Seventh, Seneca taught us to focus on what we can do, not on what we cannot do. He believed that even in the worst situations, there is always something we can do to improve our lives. For example, if we lose our job, we can use the time to learn new skills or spend more time with our family. If we are sick, we can focus on resting and recovering. Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This means that our fear of failure often makes challenges seem bigger than they really are. By taking action and doing what we can overcome even the toughest obstacles. Eighth, Seneca taught us to find meaning in adversity. He believed that every challenge has a purpose, even if we cannot see it at first. For example, a difficult relationship might teach us about the importance of communication, or a financial crisis might teach us about the value of simplicity. Seneca said that adversity helps us discover our true priorities and values. He encouraged people to ask themselves, "What can I learn from this? And how can I use this experience to become a better person?" By finding meaning in our struggles, we can turn adversity into something positive. Ninth, Seneca taught us to stay calm in the face of adversity. He believed that panic and fear only make problems worse. Instead of reacting emotionally, we should stay calm and think clearly. Seneca said, "A wise man is neither raised up by prosperity nor cast down by adversity." This means that a wise person stays balanced and composed, no matter what happens. By staying calm, we can make better decisions and handle challenges more effectively. Seneca also reminded us that many of our problems are not as bad as they seem. He said, "We are often more frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." By staying calm and rational, we can reduce our suffering and find solutions more easily. Finally, Seneca taught us to help others who are facing adversity. He believed that one of the best ways to deal with our own problems is to focus on helping others. By supporting someone else, we can forget about our own struggles and feel a sense of purpose. Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." He encouraged people to be compassionate and to share their strength with others. By helping others, we not only make the world a better place, but also strengthen our own resilience. In conclusion, Seneca's teachings about adversity remind us that challenges are a natural part of life. They test our character, teach us important lessons, and help us appreciate the good times. By staying calm, focusing on what we can control, and finding meaning in our struggles, we can overcome any obstacle. Seneca's wisdom encourages us to face adversity with courage, patience, and compassion. Remember, this too shall pass, and better days are always ahead. By following Seneca's advice, we can turn adversity into an opportunity for growth and become stronger, wiser, and more resilient.